Welcome to Get House. My name's Robert in the great outdoors, here with my pal Susan in the great indoors. And this ain't a wedding question, but how's the honeymoon period going? You know what I'm
It's,
talking about.
it's not a wedding question. Well, I think I told you a couple days ago that it dawned on me that, oh yeah, wait, that this isn't going to last forever. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
It's starting to fall apart. It was just this morning that my husband said, would you walk? Can I watch you walk? And he was just flabbergasted at the lack of dystonic walking. And a few hours later, man, if my toes didn't start cramping and I didn't start having stuff, and I'm like, ow, man, ow, I haven't felt that for weeks. So thank you, honeymoon period. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, it's just the reality of the situation. And, I think what it speaks to, and something that I think our work does a good job of helping people, remind people in a mindfulness way, is that kind of this too shall pass thing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what both the hero's journey in its circular nature, because the minute you finish, you're back to one, and improvisation with today's the day. Both those things, they mirror that exact thing, that there is nothing to be known except this moment, that fearing the past or
This
regretting the
moment.
past and fearing the future, neither of them are real.
Nothing to be knowing, just this moment. What a cool thing to say. Yeah. Yeah. Today's the day is so powerful.
Yeah. And that, it's funny, there it is. I was just reflecting. I am writing up the results of the studies right now. I'm very excited to be getting close to being done with those. And we're doing a phenomenology type of qualitative study, which basically says we're looking at the phenomenon, in this case, the experience of the improvisation, via the lens of the participants. And it's my job to hear you all to the highest degree I can. And it's a wonderful pursuit. It fits perfectly what we're doing. So much better than trying to measure you from the outside in, which we also did. And I'm glad we're going to report that in the paper. Say we took these qualitative or quantitative surveys, and we didn't see any significant results. And here's the thing, we're not surprised. Not to say they were wrong. We just don't think they capture the phenomenon exactly.
But we
With
happen to have all
Yeah,
these interviews and all this qualitative.
yeah, and a methodology that is approved and well thought of, so that with our brave leader in dear Annie Wiseman, who's done this work for her own dissertation,
Yeah.
we can look at and discuss and say, here's what matters, and here's what we hear, and here's what we feel when we hear that, not separating ourselves from the experience. And today's the day was one of the two most heard or spoken phrases within the group you were part of, that and give a gift, receive a gift.
Oh, no kidding.
Those were the top two, by
Okay.
by a lot, actually.
Wow. Not yes and.
No, not
Maybe
not
that's a
within the
student.
scope. This is in the scope of, how we do this, and those who join us for Jam for Joy will know this as well, that within the framework of the power words, that's what we're measuring, because
Mhm.
we do that at the beginning of every one of our sessions, and did for clinical trial too. And what that open reflection time does is allows you to bring yourself to this set of words. It's not completely open. It's somewhat structured to say, here's what I'm thinking, or here's me right now via the lens of improv. And then you get to interpret that, and again, share with the group to kind of give gifts for what we're going to play with over the next hour. And remember when Bob did that last week at the Jam for
Sorry.
Joy? Remember when
Well,
Bob did that at the Jam for Joy last week? He made a callback to how you walk
yes.
the room. I just had DBS.
Yes. Yes. It was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those words actually include yes and. And so maybe people go there, but I think it's so woven into
That's right.
our hearts and souls and who we have become that maybe people go there a little bit less because other things do stand out. I love hearing the give and receive a gift was way up there.
Yeah, because it's a metaphorical concept.
Hmm.
And for people to see a gift as a yes and,
Yeah.
that's kind of high level operation, and then therefore transforming their use of their knowledge into their regular life. And that's when it becomes really special, I think.
Well, That's a wrap. What a
All
way to finish a dose. I love it.
right. See you next time.